us further. Sabrina? Thank you.
Of course. Hello, everyone. My name's Sabrina Soffer, and I'm so honored to be here today. I'm a freshman undergraduate at George Washington University, majoring in international politics and Judaic studies. I've long been passionate about the influence of education on our communities, the world, children, and the new generations. My identity is embedded in all corners of the world, from Iraq to Israel, Egypt to Russia, France to Mexico, and America. This diversity has molded me into the diverse, critical thinker I am today, primarily by studying our past roots to foster present and future progress. When conducting Holocaust research locally and abroad, I interviewed survivors who each told me, "Tell people, your friends, and your children what they did to us, so it happened to me never happens again." I gathered that if it was not I who acted as this messenger to educate my community, who will once all our first testaments are no more? We are all here with the goal to end Jew hatred, but today our purpose surpasses solely the Jewish cause. We are here to protect further generations so the abuses inflicted upon any group, like that upon the Jewish people, never recur. On Universal Children's Day, we must acknowledge what it is that we are celebrating. It is the innocence, the energy, the potential in our youth. In essence, we are celebrating a Jewish tenet that I was raised on, Tikkun Olam, meaning repair oneself to repair the world. And what better agent is there than children to fulfill this? Each one of us aims to pass down our principles to our children so they can flourish within and bring their flourishing outward. The United Nations declares that all children are entitled to the unalienable right and resources to thrive, along with the most crucial, to be protected against any form of exploitation. What does this make of indoctrinating the innocent with anti-Semitic rhetoric? With terrorism and child martyrdom? How does education as such live up to the UN standard of protection or unalienable rights? Is this even an education? What it is pure exploitation. We are gathered here to call out the institution who violates their own doctrine, who breaks their own promises to our children. Each child is born a blank slate, and what surrounds that slate as they grow up colors their future. Rather than experiencing a palette of vibrance and diversity, our children are painted on with dark, dangerous strokes of hatred. The abuses of Unrwa education is committing illustrate why hatred over humanity and tragedy over triumph persists today. Children are consuming poison, a poison that plagues them with hateful and radicalized notions of the world. Innocent children are being geared to view Jews, some of which are their neighbors, as the enemy, rooted in the condemnable 1975 UN resolution, Zionism is racism. What they are preaching is blatant anti-Semitism, blatant hatred that stands today. Innocent children are being geared to glorify terrorism and incite violence, to defend the motherland with blood. United Nations, isn't it your duty to ensure that allies are formed over enemies? Isn't your mission to maintain peace and security? What you who are united are preaching division. What you who form to prevent bloodshed are bolstering it. The tragedy of our children is that their innocence knows no better and holds no capacity for opposition. The power to oppose is given only through an empowering education that guarantees protection of the self, provides truth, and the platform to infuse tolerance. Don't they deserve the power to accept? The power to love? Today's obstacle is an opportunity to heal. Small lights of tolerance and love go a long way to empower our children to do the same. Honorable Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel once said that once you bring life into this world, you must protect it. And we must protect it by changing the world. So Unrwa and the UN at large, what's the change you want to see? Is it one of enmity and bloodshed? Or is it one of tolerance, respect, and compassion for all? I'd like to see your response in swift and serious action for the sake of our children and the entire world. Unrwa, for the fountain of our youth, you must teach tolerance, you must teach truth.
Thank you. Wonderful.